Welcome back to Freestyle Friday. Today we're going to be doing some skincare, kind of relaxed. Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Skincare. It's
like, I like doing hair, but I do like skincare.
Yeah. So you're using your Equate.
So I'm using my Equate, it says sulfur acne treatment. I don't know what that means, but but it works really well. It's like a clay mask. I really don't know what that means. It's like a clay mask. And you put it on, you put a thin layer on, put it on for 10 minutes, and then you take it off. Sometimes I leave it on for 20 minutes.
So I'm using the this Yes 2 mask. Boom. And this one is Yes 2 tomatoes. So they always have Yes 2 and there's a different thing. This is Yes 2 tomatoes. I don't know. I didn't realize tomatoes did something for your skin. Apparently it does. Who knows? Anyways, it's a charcoal mud mask. So I'm going to use that. I've never used this before.
When you do masks, though, you do have to cleanse your face. So I did already wash my face.
We thoroughly cleansed our face.
So, see, it comes on really smooth.
I got a couple blemishes, though.
It comes on really, really smooth.
It smells good.
Look, it's like Santa Claus.
Jesus. So we had a couple questions, you guys, about...
Oh, we did?
Well, it was about the Megan...
Oh, Meg, we have
a couple...
Whatever her name is.
We'll get there. About Megan, our thoughts on the is it WAP or do you say WAP? WAP?
I don't know.
I don't know how to say okay, y'all know the video. Okay, the big video of her and Cardi B, what we feel about that, and and how we feel about the Kamala Harris VP pick. Cardi B and this Megan Thee Stallion you guys don't watch Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion to hear their political views and climate change. Too fun. They did everything that they probably wanted to do. Shock and awe. Everyone wants to talk about it. You know, they want to be, they're being nasty. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, this is not groundbreaking, you guys. Okay, they're being nasty, they're doing nasty things. We get it. Okay, we get it. They're being overly sexual. We understand. But my biggest problem with this is not necessarily what they're saying. It's that it's so accessible to children, and it's kind of sad. We're in a place right now where it's just kind of sad to me that kids are able to just Google it and just see it. And it's not a big deal. And I know they don't want to be, I guess, role models. I guess they don't call themselves role models. I don't know, do they? I don't know.
I mean,
it's inappropriate.
I just think that, I don't have a problem with porn.
I don't either.
I think that it has its place. You have to go buy it.
Right.
But now even porn you can see online.
Yep.
I don't like where we're going.
I hate it.
As a society. I think that we're going to something that is just dangerous. And we're all just like, we're all just so
numb to it. Yeah, we're like very numb.
You know what I mean? Like, like the biggest, like on my Facebook page, for instance, the biggest question that they had, like, I look again, I don't want to see that. I don't even care about these two girls doing whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? They act like sex is something new. Like, I was never a big fan of Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim. I thought they looked like tramps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they weren't doing anything for women, because to me, what those women try to make is like, all women think that way.
Yeah.
And all women are going to act like that.
Right.
And it makes men think
that
some deep down we're all just hoes.
Yeah.
And then men start, like how they talk about us now.
Yeah.
They completely sexualize Facebook. I mean, I had a person the other day talking about, a guy talking about, a woman should just roll your blunt and suck his. Yeah. I mean, like, why are you saying that? You have daughters.
Well, that's the thing.
You know what I mean? Like, you have daughters that are your friends. Like, that's another thing. It's like you have daughters. Your mom is on there. Your sisters are on there. And it's just like, and I see several guys doing this. And see, that's what I'm saying. Women like that desensitize men to think that we just don't care about decency.
Yeah.
And the thing is like Danielle said, I've had sex with women.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
it's not about that.
You know what I mean? So when I say that, what I mean is that I don't care what people do in their bedroom.
Right.
I can be a freak.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to put it on video, and I don't expect everybody to look at my choices.
Right.
Sexually.
That's the problem.
And that's why I don't like it.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem to me. Is not necessarily. That's what I'm saying. That I'm not. Look, so when we were younger, there was Two Live Crew. There was Too Short. Y'all know these lyrics. Okay, there was R. Kelly, and there was R. Kelly, Jodeci, and some. But my thing is that like when we were growing up, listen to Too Short. I'm not gonna act like we don't know anything about this. Like the Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B's of our time, right? In the 90s stuff. Like we know that that music was out there. But the difference is that whenever that music came on, or if we tried to sneak and get it, like you would have to try to sneak it. Majority of people my age, at that age, when we were younger, would have to kind of like, we can't just play it out loud with our parents right there, right? But kids nowadays are not only playing it out loud with their parents are doing TikTok dances with them to this very music. And I'm like, and they know all of the lyrics. All of it. And I'm like, that's the problem I'm having, is the nonsense. There's no more censoring of it. That we're trying to desensitize our kids. Karen and I are talking about this, but I feel like on some level it seems intentional at this point, because to put something as vulgar as that out there, okay, and it's not necessarily just this song. There are lots of Nicki Minaj songs. I mean, come on, we can just go on, right? But it's like, they're not censoring it anymore. Why are they not censoring it anymore in the right way? Like, why is it? I know that it's kind of hard to do that with the social media and stuff, but it used to be like a lot of artists used to have to make like 2 videos, a clean version and a dirty version. They couldn't just, that wasn't just it, you know what I mean? And now they're like able to do, just to put it out there, and there's something is saying to me that they want kids to be desensitized sexually, and making it normal for them to see this behavior with grown people and grown women, in this case women, and somehow breaking down their wall. And this is where I'm having a problem, particularly because of the problems with sex trafficking going on right now. To me, I feel like this is a bigger picture than just that damn video, right? I think there's a bigger problem to this, is that when we are letting our children kids see, and when I say kids, I mean just like young 6-year-olds all the way to 16, 17-year-olds. I'm talking about all of that. Like it's, you're opening up a really bad can of worms there for people to come in and just prey on your children, because they're going to start feeling comfortable sexually because they feel so normal watching this stuff.
If a man or a woman child molest a child, that's what's wrong with molestation. Is that what happens is when an adult, and see, this is what I didn't know. See, this is what I didn't know a long time ago, is that that a child exploitation and sexual abuse is on different levels. There's when you actually get molested, and then when you're privy to sexual content in your own home.
Right.
So, like, if your dad has a bunch of Playboys, and then your kids can look at it, or if your parents have porn and your kids have access to it,
right?
Like you alter their perception of what lovemaking kind of is, because sex and lovemaking is the same thing on different mentalities. So it's like your mental self, like there is just having sex, and then there's lovemaking when you love someone. And these kids are getting
they're getting the raunchy part.
They're getting the raunchy part before they're getting the love part. Let's just keep it real. I mean, Jennifer Lopez and Beyonce, they all do it. They all. I mean, Danielle saw a video where Beyonce was dry humping a stage, and her daughter Blue was in the front row.
That went viral.
Yeah, that went viral. Her daughter was watching her do that on stage. Yeah. She brought her daughter.
Like, I am genuinely shocked. And I feel like I am not like I would not consider myself to be like a prude.
No.
Like, I am sexually free. I believe in women's sexuality. I think that you should be able to be sexual as a woman. There's nothing wrong with that. I do that, and then to me it's just in my opinion adding ladylike behavior to it. So I keep things like that in a private.
I'm not a prude. I know what that is.
I know
but I'm also a grown woman,
right?
That can make logical decisions because my mind is not still. My mind is fully formed. When that's why they say that you're not an adult till you're 18, because their brain actually isn't formed yet for you to be considered an adult.
Right.
So that's why you still need your parents when you're a teenager. because you're not ready to make certain decisions that will that can impact you.
But don't you feel like a little bit like it's intentional? Mm-hmm. Like they're trying to break down some kind of barrier with kids. They're trying to make it very normal. They're trying to make this sexual stuff very normal to where there's this breakdown, and it's where people can creep into your children's
ice cream commercial.
Stuff, you know?
Every ice cream commercial has a woman seductively licking a ice cream pop.
Yeah.
With sexual music going on in the back. It's like, what are we doing here? And why does everything go there?
I feel like, why would you know there's kids out there. Mm-hmm. You know that your base, Cardi and Megan, like, and anyone else that sings writes lyrics like this, you do know your base is
even though the music, I mean, even though women our age listen to that music, they're not going for us.
No,
she is geared. This is the reason why Joe Biden talked to her. He's trying to get the young vote.
Trying to get the
young vote. He wasn't talking to her. The
teenagers in the
20s. Yeah, he got the 40-year-old votes. Yeah. He's trying to get the young vote.
And so I don't know, you guys.
You see what I'm saying? It's just, the thing is just like these kids. The thing is that there is I do feel like there's an agenda. There's an agenda to desensitize children, but also to desensitize parents. Yeah. Because you know what? When this video came out, a lot of my friends were, how do people feel about the WAP video, and how do people feel? Why? Because I guess some women did get offended. But you know what I mean? How do you feel about it? I said, I don't really give. I told the guys, I said, why is everybody talking about like, why are 40-year-old women offended by this? I don't give a damn about 40-year-old women. We're grown women. We can turn it off. Why isn't that conversation going on? Forget about these women that are your age. The guy that was talking was like 45 or something. I said, forget the women that are your age. Did your daughters watch it?
Yeah, because that's what's happening.
Because that's who it really is going to impact.
Well, that's her base.
But you know what? All I got was a bunch of middle-aged women talking about how feminism has grown because these two women decided to have sex. You know what I mean? So I don't know why. You know what I mean?
Kara and I are very open to different, lifestyles. Yeah. We're very open people, but there is a clear line, a limit for me. I don't know what y'all think, but there is a clear limit for me when something like that is being put out for kids to see so recklessly. That is 1,000% wrong,
and they don't realize that little kids are watching this too. And their minds are not ready for this type of adult content. And
I feel like I'm ready to just say right now that it's intentional.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to desensitize our kids. I do. I feel like they're trying to desensitize. I think when I say I am talking about government. I'm talking about artists. I'm talking about the record labels. I'm talking about social media. All right, you guys, we're going to watch this off. We'll be right back and talk very briefly about freaking Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. How do we feel about the Kamala Harris VP pick? Well, Kara, how do you feel about the Kamala Harris
I don't even like Joe Biden.
Sure as hell right. Exactly.
Look, you know, when it comes to politics, guys, you vote for who you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At this point, it's not going to matter because Democrats vote for Republican policies all day anyway. Yeah. So if you just don't like Trump, vote for Biden.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you're sick of Trump, vote for Biden. You know what I mean? But understand that if you vote for Biden, you are just going to get Trump's policies because they've fallen in line. They've fallen with all of his policies, even his wall. They gave money for his wall.
You know, when we talk about politics on here, because this has happened before, because when you guys ask these questions about the whole, like this whole Kamala thing, everyone's pretty excited, I think, because, you know, she's black.
They think she's black.
They think she's, okay.
She's like Jamaican and white and Indian.
She's claimed anything but black up until this point.
Until this point. I mean, Cardi B did a video with him, and she's now saying she's black.
Yeah, all of a sudden the Cardi B's on.
She was Dominican before. Now she's black. You know, so Democrats do. So
I think that, like we say this often, you know what I mean? But we do feel like, you know, vote for who you want to vote for.
The next thing I'm gonna do after I do my toner, I do this twice a day, is I take an ice cube and I just put it against my skin like this, and it feels really good. And then also close your pores. Yeah. It makes your skin really smooth, oddly. It makes your skin really smooth. It closes your pores and all of the products that you put on your face.
Yeah, it really does help. The worst part about this whole voting thing is uninformed voters. It's not, it's obviously the candidates, right? You're not going to win either way. Okay, so you're not going to win either way.
prisoners with
non-violent, low-level
crimes and longer to use them for slave labor for the state of California.
That's right, folks, and that's exactly right. And that's not, again, we say this all the time, Kara. We always say this. If you do light research on anybody in these candidates, just light, we do heavy research. You do light research on them, you will know this. But it's funny because a lot of people just don't know. They don't know at all anything about this woman whatsoever. And I just feel like, man, what are we doing? Like, what are you doing? But you know what? Like Kara said, it doesn't matter. Vote who you want to vote for. It doesn't. At this point, it doesn't matter. With these,
you're going to get more of the same. Donald Trump will be if he wins, Donald Trump will be in office, but you'll get his policies.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If he doesn't win, Donald Trump will be in office, and you'll get Donald Trump's policies. You know what I mean.
If Biden wins,
either way,
if Biden wins and he gets in there, he's going to do Donald Trump's policies. Right. Okay. That's what's going to happen. So
they voted for Donald Trump's policies. Yeah. All of the Democrats.
Even
Bernie Sanders.
Look at their voting records, y'all. Recent.
They're going to vote for his policies. You're literally the Democrats, because they've gone to the right. They're no longer a left-wing party. They're like center-right now. Yeah. And every time there's an election, they get further and further to the right, and that means the Republican Party has to go even further to the right. And so you'll hear the Republicans say Kamala Harris is going to take away. She's for universal health care. She's going to take away, their talking points. She's going to take away 180 million people's health care. Kamala Harris is not for universal health care.
No,
she is for the status quo. But they have to say that because otherwise the parties look the same. Yeah. They have to make them look different. Or else what are you guys voting for? You're voting for two Republicans. Right. And you are in fact voting for two Republicans. You are in fact voting for two Republicans.
Biden is a Republican. And I hate to break the news. I don't know why it has to be broken when it's out there. His policies speak for themselves. It's not like it's so funny because it's not like, and I always say this, don't take our word for it. You just got to look it up and you're going to see who you're voting for.
Now, I don't like Cardi B's video, but I do like Cardi B's
political
stance. She is correct about universal health care during a pandemic where most people have lost their health care because they lost their jobs. But she's right, though, to say that most people have lost their jobs because they haven't been working. Yeah. You know what I mean? Which when you lose your job, you lose your health insurance. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so in a pandemic, this should be the reason why we should have universal health care. Every major country in our world has universal health care except for us. We rank number 38 in successful outcomes in health.
How embarrassing is that?
How embarrassing. The richest country in the world ranks 38th, not second, not fifth, not even 10th. So 38th in the world of successful outcomes in health.
But we refuse to do research.
And during a pandemic, neither party wants to give you universal health care.
You tell me. What's up?
Joe Biden says not going to even get to his table. Yeah. That means your Congress is never going to give it to Joe Biden. Yeah. So they're already saying under a Joe Biden presidency,
you're not going to get it.
You're not the Senate. They're not going to give Joe Biden the option of healthcare. Yeah. You're going to continue with more of the same.
Right. Try to get the positive out of some of this. The positive is that millennials are saving the day a little bit on this. Okay. But they don't have much to save at this point because they don't have nothing to choose from. They have nothing to choose from. But the millennials are doing their job. It's called research. They're doing their job and they're paying attention. The people, a little silver lining, people our age was the biggest problem. Black people our age and above are the ones that are, I guess, essentially messing things up because they're not researching the candidates and they're just voting against their interests all the time and not paying any attention to it. However, there's been an increase of Black people in our age group that are now seeing that the Republican and Democrat Party are the same. They're both Republican. And so the fact that they're finally seeing it's too late, but you know what I mean? Like it's too late right now. Maybe in the future will be better, but at least people are like, because Black people, this love affair we have with the Democratic Party.
I mean,
we love them.
I mean, Trump has some Black votes, but the point, he has like 35% of the Latino vote, or I think he even has more than that with Latino.
I'm sure he does,
because Joe Biden said the other day that the Latinos were more diverse than us, and what he meant by that is that Latinos will vote Republican.
Yeah.
black people won't,
Yeah.
or they just won't vote at all. And the thing is that he will get the black vote because that's how black people vote.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
True.
he'll get the black vote, but it depends on how many black people act. Yeah, Biden. But just like Hillary, and really the Obama got a crap load of black people, but his second term, he didn't get as many black people as the first term because people weren't satisfied with his first year.
People woke up.
His first 4 years.
They were like, oh.
Hillary Clinton got even less black people voting for her. She did get the black vote, but she just didn't get nearly what Obama. And now Biden looks like he might get less.
Yeah.
And so now, they're going to pander to black people.
That's what they're doing. The Cardi B. You guys see the Cardi B interview with Biden. So pander. This is what they do. They start pandering. They start hanging out with a couple of rappers.
Mm-hmm. I mean, as soon as he put Kamala Harris up there, he went from 9 points ahead, and now it's like 1 point.
Yeah. Kamala Harris was wrong pick. Okay, so if you guys are asking about Kamala Harris, that was the absolute wrong pick.
It was good for maybe like black people to make us feel like she's a black woman and everything. No. But mostly, as soon as he picked her as a VP, his battleground states, Trump narrowed the gap from significantly. So I think Biden's only like a point or two ahead of Trump now. So it's just like, he's look, if Trump wins again, I mean. It will be because people have woken up on the Democratic Party. Yeah. And they know that. That's the reason why they're like, oh my God. You know what I mean?
She had a chance to get a death penalty case off of death row. He was innocent. The Innocence Project ended up taking the case. She had a chance to do that and she wouldn't do it. They made her. The courts made her.
She had evidence the guy was innocent, and she wouldn't.
She wouldn't pursue it.
So the courts had to intervene.
The courts intervened. Her. Like this happened. This is not, and she's had lots of cases. I think 1,900 cases, that were all very like lightweight, low level, non-violent crimes that she's kept people in jail for.
Yeah, private prisons.
And.
You know what I mean? Joe Biden.
Guys, it's just so annoying because the people who are loving her are black people, and she's against your interest, and it's so interesting honestly, I think it's interesting to watch because it's like finally people are starting to wake up and go, wait, no, that's not what I'm for, but it's still like, man, there's such a long way to go. It's such a long way to go with waking up black people, I think, and I look again. I understand why.
I mean, I think a lot of black people feel that they don't have anywhere to go. Yeah, because they don't want to go. They don't want to go Republican. The Democrats have both parties have far made you think that any Libertarian or Green Party is out of the question, and so they feel like, oh well, I guess we have to vote for these people who don't. Yeah. We have to kind of vote against our interests. Yeah, and a lot of people are going to wake up thinking, I'm not voting for this. I'm not voting for this anymore.
That's what's happened now is that a lot of people are like. I'm not doing this game again. I'm not doing this game until something actually changes. But yeah, if you vote for our opinion on the whole Kamala Harris thing is that that was a wrong pick. But the candidate is a wrong pick too, and our president's a wrong pick. So we're Trump is wrong, Biden's wrong, Kamala's wrong, Pence is wrong. If you want to vote for Biden and you think you're getting something different, if you really feel you're getting something different, I hope so. I hope that for you because.
But if you don't vote, you don't have to vote. You know what I mean? Don't let anyone tell you that you must swallow your pride and pick one of these losers to continue this gradual,
ridiculousness
to the working class. None of these policies are for working class people, for black people, and any people, person of color. You know what I mean? Not even really for women. I mean, both parties are controlled by Wall Street, the war machine, the people like the big pharma, all of those, both parties. You know what I mean? So they take their money. And then they help them. You know what I mean? Not you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what Bernie Sanders was trying to say. That we get money out of politics. Because when you don't get money out of politics, all this money that all of these candidates are getting from all these rich billionaires, that's who they're doing their bidding for. They're not doing it for the general public. They're doing it for them. It's just like, I think, what's his name? Dave Chappelle once famously said on one of his stand-ups that he thinks that a lot of white people always think that Trump is for them. He's like, no, he's for me.
He's for him.
I'm rich. He's for me.
He's for the rich.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why a lot of these celebrities that all, you know, they all want you to go vote for Biden because Hollywood is a liberal town for rich people. You know what I mean? But they have nothing government can fix.
Yeah.
They don't have any, they're all rich. They don't have anything that government needs to help them with. Yeah. Because they all have money. So they can vote for personality. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter because even if a Republican gets hired, it only helps them because they're wealthy. Yeah. You know what I mean? But for the average person that has to go to work, needs a job, needs health care, has a family, needs to put food on the table, needs to get, you know, needs things. Yeah. It's not, they're not for you. You vote for matters. Yeah. You know what I mean? But in this case, it really doesn't matter because they're giving you the same policies. The only thing you are truly, to me, voting for right now is personality. Yeah. If you don't like Donald Trump, like to me, the DNC, they said the DNC ratings went down 30% because no one's going to sit there for 3 hours and listen to propaganda. Yeah. People are waking up. This is bullshit. You know what I mean? But, you know, just all I have to say is the same thing I say all the time. Do your research. And if you can go into the voting booth and say, I did my research and I like this person even anyways. Nothing you can do. It's your right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you have any video topics or ideas, please go ahead and send us an email and I will put the email here. And that's it. Everybody have a good weekend. Bye.